Okay, I want to show you how to work with the USDA NRCS soil maps in GIS. So we're going to go to an address in Oregon and look at the soil map for this. So if you haven't created a soil map before with the web soil survey, you can go to the other video that I've made that shows you how to do that. So right now I'm going to make a polygon using this here. Rather than make a rectangle, I'm going to make like a polygon around the border. There you can see I've created the polygon around the border of this property. I think that's the border, but that's my area of interest. So now you can see all those tabs have opened up, so now I can start exploring the soil data. So if we go to soil map, right, that's of course going to be the map there. You can see it's Jory soils and then a mixture here of Jory and Gelderman for a small portion of this map. So now I want to go ahead and get this into GIS. So what I can do is go download soils data, and I have a few options here. So Surgo, SSURGO, that's the most detailed maps. That's kind of what you're dealing with Surgo data when you're here in the web soil survey. So I can go ahead and download the area of interest, just the area of interest, or I can go here and I can download by county. So if I go like to Oregon, and then this one is going to be in Yamhill County, so I could download the Surgo map, all the soils just for that county if I wanted. Okay, and then the other thing down here, the general soil map stats go to. This will give you by state, and it's kind of cool. It breaks down soils just kind of generally throughout the state. So if you just wanted sort of a nice general overview of your state's soils, you could download these files. But in this case, we're going to look specifically at this farm. We're going to use the Surgo data. So what you do is just create a download link. Okay, and then so now it's created this zip file here, which is going to be the soil data just for the small area, this 242 acre area that we defined. So go ahead and just download that file, and it'll take a little bit of time, like a couple minutes. Now the zip file has downloaded fully. Now I'm just going to extract all of it. The folder that I've created called soil tutorial. Okay, and there you can see it's right there. So I'm just going to call this, I'm going to rename this Surgo soil. Okay, so if you go into here, you'll find some various files. These are the shape files associated with the soil map. We're really only going to use, I believe, this one here, soil MUAAY. Then there's tabular data. It's all in text documents, and I'll show you how to work with these and how to append these data to the soil map. So these are the data that are things like parent material, drainage, depth to bedrock, all that kind of stuff, that descriptive stuff. So these are kind of data that are going to go into your attribute table, and I'll show that in the next video. But if we open one up, for instance, we could look at, there's one called map unit right there. So yeah, you can see this would be the key, the symbol that's found on the map, 2711E, would be on your map, and that corresponds to this Jory silk clay loam 20 to 30% slopes, right? And then these over here, these numbers are kind of like identifiers that allow you to connect certain tables to this table as well, connect more data to it, right? And I'll show you how to do all of this in another video. But right now, if we just go into let's go into QGIS. I'm going to open a new project here. And let's just go ahead and bring in the soil map layer. So go to add layer, add vector layer, and then go to what we just downloaded, so the Surgo soil data, and then the spatial stuff, and then we're going to use the soil MUA AOI shapefile. Okay, bring that in. So there, looks pretty much like a soil map. So if we put in the base map here, so we'll use Google, right? There's our base map. And then if we went ahead and just labeled, so we go to properties of the shapefile, and then we're going to label just based on, let's not use the key, let's go ahead and use the symbol. Okay, and I'm just going to put a buffer around it to make it stand out. So there you go. So there's 2711D. But look, like if we go into the attribute table, investigate this data, right, all you get is the map unit symbol here and map unit key, which is just an identifier, which is going to be used to append more data onto this attribute table. But like, let's look at 2711E. And if we go in here to the soil map, right, so 2711E is the Jory silt clay loam, right, which is right in there. And then there's some down here as well. See, there it is right there. So now we have the soil map in there, but now we want, obviously, going to the attribute table, right, we want more stuff in here. We want, the name of the soil. We might want the drainage class, depth of bedrock. You may want texture, right? And so that's going to require you to join those text documents with this attribute table. And I'm going to show you how to do that in the next video. Okay.